Let's begin on our backs. Place your hands in the crease of your hips. Straighten your elbows and walk your ribs away from your hips. Lift your head, lengthen it, lay it back down. Turn your palms up. Find neutral pelvis when the hands get flat. Slight arch in the low back. Inhale, belly rises, ribs widen, and then the collarbones rise. 3-part breath. Exhale, it all deflates. Inhale, belly, ribs, and then collarbones. Exhale, it all deflates. 2-part breath. Keep the belly taut and let the ribs widen. Collarbones rise. Exhale with a ha sound. Inhale, ribs wide. Collarbones rise. Exhale, cinch up the waistline as you ha. Now close your lips on the ha sound so you can still hear the ha. Inhale, ribs wide, collarbones rise. Exhale, cinch up the waistline. Keep the abs tight. On that inhale, the ribs are widening, collarbones rising. Abs are about 50% contracted. As you do a ha sound, they go to 80 or 90% contraction. The sensation is you're tightening up or cinching up a belt. You can feel it contract from your back, around the sides, and to the front. As a result, the navel moves towards the spine, and the belly flattens. We're going to use this breath throughout the practice until dead man's pose at the end. Draw your right knee into your chest, keeping your spine in neutral. Foot goes up to the sky. Exhale as you lower. Use the ha sound or the ujjayi breath. Inhale, bring the knee in. Foot up. Exhale. Or close the lips for the ujjayi yoga breath. You can give it an extra squeeze if you want. But the pelvis always stays neutral. The hands are flat. You stay in concrete from your tailbone to the top of your head. Just the leg is moving in the hip socket. Abs are tightening. Shoulders moving down towards the earth. Back is broadening. Press your hairline towards the mat, right here at the back of the neck. Press the middle of the head and the hairline down, about a 50% push. Switch. Keep your pelvis level. So with this left leg moving, you're going to want to weight the right hip. Back stays in neutral. Pain-free zone. Try to make your breath as long as you can. If you can exhale for 5 counts, then inhale for 5 counts. If you can exhale for 7 counts, try to inhale for 7 counts. Equal pressure on both sides of the pelvis. Left leg stays long. Drop it on the floor. Pull the belly in and down. Keep your slight arch in the low back. Lift your leg from the floor, but pretend there's super glue on it and you come up just a half an inch. Level out your pelvis. Press the hairline in the middle of the head down towards your mat. 50%. We're trying to strengthen the neck at the same time. Two-part breathing. Ujjayi. Low ribs are trying to touch the mat. And change. Lift half an inch. Weight the left hip to level out your pelvis. Press your head down, shoulders down, low ribs down. Maintain neutral spine. Get fascinated with the movement of your ribs, the expansion of your lungs. No gripping with the toes. Kneecaps point up. Now you're going to bridge. Reach for your heels. Touch. And then lift. Let your arms go soft. Your face softens. Lengthen out the back of your neck. Belly down. Pubic bone up. Press into the whole paddle of your foot. No gripping with the toes. Toes spreading wide, fingers wide. Ujjayi. If this is too much for you, you can keep your pelvis on the floor and just squeeze your glutes. Slowly come down. Right ankle on your thigh. Right hand through the hole. Interlace. Send the left heel up. Squeeze the legs in. Your tail is anchored down. It's not lifting. It's anchored down. Reach up through the heel and curl the toes back towards your head. Shoulders are broadening. Low ribs are grounding down to the mat. Lift your head. Turn to the left. Ear to the mat. Now press your jawbone down towards the mat. 50%, head pressing down. Shift your legs as a unit to the right 2 inches. Shoulders moving down. Belly tightening to 80% on the exhale of the Ujjayi. Shift your legs to the left 2 or 3 inches. Press your head down, press your ear and your jawbone down. Release the right leg, bend your left knee, then reach the heel up. Shoulders moving to the ground. Move your left hip towards your right foot to level out your pelvis and square it. Feel your abs contracting to 80-90%. With the exhale, with the inhale, they move back to 50%. Especially those abs below the navel. Lifting your head, come back to neutral. neutral, switch legs, or left ankle and right thigh. Left hand through the hole. Heel up, tail anchors down, and then pull in. Shoulders broaden. Lift your head, turn right, ear to the mat, or towards it. Shift your legs to the left 2 or 3 inches. Ujjayi, abs tightening. This is all your abdominal work. Keep up with it. You can always lengthen the breath as long as you want to. Longer is better. Shift your legs to the right 2 or 3 inches. Jawbone down towards the floor. 50% push. Keep the neck strong as well. Release the left foot down. Bend your knee in. Then press the heel up towards the sky. Move your right hip towards your left foot until the pelvis squares and seats the femur or the thigh bone into its hip socket. Shoulders broad. Your head, bring it back to center, lay it back down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock up and down your spine. Lounge lizard. Bring your hand under your shoulder, stack your ankles, hips, and then rest your head on your shoulder. Let your ribs move towards your arm. If this is too much for you, walk your hands out some, or you can even be on your elbow. Let your head go, close your eyes. Move your top shoulder away from your head. And sag. Let this lower torso just let it go, sag. Roll over onto your belly for a low cobra. Hands 12 inches out in front of your shoulders. Spread your toes and fingers. Belly comes up. Pubic bone presses down. As you inhale, your elbows come off the floor. As you exhale, you come back down. Belly up, pubic bone down. Inhale, rise. And as you exhale, lower down, your ribs move forward, 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 away from the pelvis. Inhale, belly up, pubic bone grounds, rise. Exhale down. Elbows are in. There's a straight line from your middle finger to your elbow to your shoulder. Your arms are like railroad tracks. Lounge lizard on the other side. Left hand under shoulders. Sag. Use the Ujjayi to find space in your ribs. So the right low ribs are collapsing some. Breathe into the left low ribs first. Get them even bigger than they already are. And then breathe into the right low ribs. Get them to move too. If this hurts your wrist, you can be on your fist. Onto all fours. Left foot comes up. You can pull it up there for a lunge. Both hands on the inside of your foot. Curl the toes under and lift the back knee, even if it's just a ½ an inch. It helps stabilize your pelvis for you. And if you can go lower, come down to 1 elbow or 2 elbows. Drop your head. Ujjayi. Hands down. Back foot kicks up to front. Interlace at the base of your skull. And just let go of your arms. Let the weight of your arms traction your head. Lift. Go back to go into traction as well. Your knees, unlock them. Ungrip your toes. Tilt your pelvis forward as the tail comes up. Wiggle a little, get you a little more traction through the spine. From your waist to your head is completely relaxing and just dangling. Ujjayi. On the exhale of the Ujjayi, the belly's pulling in and up. Shift your weight in more towards the forefeet. Drop your hands down. Left foot steps back for a low lunge stretch. Go ahead and bring the knee down first. And then come down to an elbow. If you can, lift the knee just a ½ an inch. Drop your head. Good. Just hang into this. Knee comes down, walk your hands back, rise up. You can even put pressure on this leg. Try not to. You're going to push all the way up to standing. One heel lift, switch, heel lift, lower down, and back up. Step back to a horse stance. Knees turn out, feet turn out. Knees always point in the direction of the second toe. Belly comes in and up, sink. We're going to add the arms. Left elbow under right. Backs the hands together. Then the palms, if you can get that far. Breathe. Inhale up. And exhale, elbows lower. Drop your head forward just to stretch the back of your neck. Inhale, rise. Exhale, elbows lower, and maybe sink a little deeper. This is a power pose. We need the Ujjayi. Release the arms, turn the feet in, hinge forward, interlace at the base of your skull again. Traction on the spine. No pulling at the head. Just let the weight of your arms, gravity, move your head lower. Tail lifts up. Bend your left knee. Ujjayi. Switch legs. Change. On your exhale, your belly pulls in and up. On your inhale, your ribs widen. Your back broadens. Back to center. Bend your knees, slowly roll up through your spine, inhaling back to horse stance. Turn the feet out. Only as far as the knees will go. Come back to a neutral spine. Right elbow under left. Palms together. Drop your head. Inhale, elbows rise. Exhale, you sink, elbows sink. Release. Back foot up to the front. Left foot goes back and lowers you down. Onto all fours. This is a full Cobra. Legs back. Lower down. Hands under shoulders, elbows in tight. Always ground the low body first by pulling the belly up. Pubic bone presses downward. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower, ribs reaching forward, 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 forward. Belly up, pubic bone down. Inhale, rise. Low ribs move away from pelvis, mid ribs move up and away from low ribs. Upper ribs move away from mid ribs. Fingers, toes spread wide. Inhale, rise. Chin scrapes along the Adam's apple and then it unfurls at the top. Belly up, pubic bone down, rise. Arms graze the rib cage. Chin scrapes the Adam's apple and unfurls. Back into the pose of the child, knees wide. Go ahead and curl the toes under. Drop your head. Fingertips together. Breathe into your low back. Make it expand on the inhalation. Your low back's like a balloon as you inhale. Walking your hands in, bring your feet around to the front. Left foot comes into the thigh, or you can stack it on top. Turn the sole of the foot upward to keep the knee joint in alignment. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach forward, 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 and opposite hand to foot. So in this case, your left hand is on the outer ridge of your right foot, or any other body part that you can grab onto. The right arm's going to wrap around your back and grab some clothes or your thigh. Drop your head to your shoulder. Ujjayi. You can also use a belt around the foot and hold on to that. Now you're going to turn your right foot in, like you're trying to get your big toe to come to the mat. Lean with your left shoulder as well. So the left shoulder and the big toe are trying to get down to the mat. Drop your head. Your right hip comes off of the mat. Ujjayi. Now press into your left leg, your left knee, the left thigh bone pushing down. That'll help you get back up. And then roll up through your spine, inhaling, switching feet. So either foot into the thigh, or you can turn the sole of the foot up so that the shin bones go down with the knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Opposite hand to foot. Left hand comes around, grabs the thigh or the clothes. Drop your head down to your shoulder and just let your head go. Take deep breaths. Find some space in the ribs that are collapsing. Move your left shoulder away from your head. Ujjayi. Left big toe is going to try to come to the mat. You're turning the foot in, turn it in, turn it in. Put pressure on the right shoulder. And you're going to the left hip up. Belly tuck. Let your head go. Now push into your right leg. Push it down into the mat. Move the foot back up, and that'll help you come back up. And then release. Roll up through your spine. Lengthen out your leg. Roll down. Shavasana. Dead man's pose. Feet out to the edges of the mat. Arms too. Turn your palms up. Release around your eyes and mouth. Drop your jaw. Throat softens. Release down your arms to your fingertips. Drop your jaw. Throat softens. Belly softens. Ribs let go. Glutes let go. Release down the legs. Surrender your feet. Set all your thoughts on a cloud. Let them float away. breath natural. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Take a big inhale, reach above your head, stretch. Exhale to your right in a fetal position. Slowly push up to a seated position you like. You can sit on a block or blankets if this is uncomfortable for your legs. Hands in front of your heart. Choose 3 blessings in your life and give thanks.